Yeah, good morning. It's Saturday morning. It's still a little wet. What I was going to try to do today is we're going to make a video out of nothing, I guess. We haven't got much going on. They're loading a few containers here this morning. Bulk, so there's only one guy in. There'll be somebody else come along shortly. I went yesterday looking for a broom to put on the tractor to sweep this cement off, and I ended up finding a ditch mower. So I'm going this morning to pick that ditch mower up. So I'll maybe catch a little video on the way. I'm not sure when they open. I think they don't open till 8, but I'll be there maybe by 7:30. In case they happen to come in early, which I doubt. We need about another day of sun and we can maybe spray some wheat. We've got about, he's got some wheat done. I think there's about 500 acres left. He thought he could get that done in a day. There we go. We're off to the races now. I got the old 78. We don't use this thing very much. I say that and we put 300 hours a year on it, doing odd jobs. And we have this problem with our ditches. The weeds keep growing in the ditches. We don't like to spray them with Roundup and kill the grass, so and you have to be careful what you spray. So we're gonna try this ditch mower, see how we get along with it. So I'll maybe catch you later when we get there. Well, I was here yesterday, and what I did was a little drive around. I was looking for a broom to go on the front of the tractor, which they've got one. They've actually got two. One goes on the front and one's 3-point hitch. So I thought I would do a drive around yesterday, and I come across this ditch mower that I've kind of had on the want list for a while. They've got lots of stuff here. Got tanks, elevators, and wagons. We got a whole row of sprayers. There's a Penta cultivator. There's an RJ Packer. More cultivators. There's a 8 for a rollover. Anybody looking for a rollover? It's got a miscellaneous augers, a belt conveyor, a hydraulic auger. It looks like hydraulic. We got a crumbler, another auger, ripper, another crumbler. Anyway, I was going down this road here, and I come across this right here. It's a 3-point hitch ditch mower for cutting ditches, and we've got a lot of ditches we're trying to get cleaned up, and I've been going at them with the backhoe, chewing on them trees, and you just get them chewed down, and 2 or 3 years later it needs it again, and it's another half a day, and you don't get to it, and then they're too big and you got to get the chainsaw out. So we thought if we get this ditch mower, we could maybe stay on it once a year and clip them little trees off when they're little, and that would be the end of them. So anyway, it's about 7:45. They'll be here in a few minutes, so I'll wait for them. We'll hook that thing up, and I'll maybe get a little video of it in action. Finally, after an hour, we got this thing on. It was no easy task. This damn tractor, we don't use it. We don't use a 3-point hitch enough. And what happened, the 3-point hitch arms are all seized up from winter running, and the top link wouldn't unscrew, and couldn't get the top link hooked up. These 3-point hitch arms, they'll go up and they'll only go down if you got something hooked on. So we had to get a tractor and loader, shove the arms down, and we had to get the forks and lift the thing up to get the top link hooked up. Now we finally got it. The hydraulic lines were backwards. Now we got them in the right way. On and on it goes. So I'm just heading over to Lindsay's. She's got the coffee pot on. We're gonna roll in there and maybe see what the dog's doing. Here's what we're faced with. These little trees keep growing out into the field more and more every year, and some of them are just little wee trees, and so we're going along here and just kind of tidying her up a little bit. Come to a big one, you kind of got to pick her up. Now I'll come back with the backhoe and get that one. You can see it's just tidying this right up. Okay, well, I just grabbed a bit of lunch, and I was going to get a little footage of this machine working, and honestly it takes 2 hands to run it, and I don't have a mag mount for my camera. If a few more people would subscribe, maybe I would, but anyway, I haven't bought a mag mount. What I was doing this morning, I had this machine out. It's an attachment that goes on our backhoe. We've had this for several years. And it's mean, it's ugly, but it makes trees disappear. What I use it for is, I was trimming brush out of the ditch, and I like to do that every year or so as it comes up. Stay on top of them. I call them scud trees that grow in the ditches and stuff. And we bought this thing a few years ago. Frank and I went and we brushed a ditch one afternoon. We did a ditch through a 25-acre piece, and we were up and down that bank 100 times. We had 2 chainsaws and a loader. We didn't have the backhoe then, I don't think. Anyway, we threw all these trees out on the bank, and on the way back to town, Frank said, "We're never going to do that again, are we?" And I said, "No, we're not." And that's when we bought this. Well, we bought the backhoe. The first thing I got with it was this brushing attachment. And it's not real fast, but hey, I'll take 2 guys on with a chainsaw any day. Like, at the end of the day, I won't be tired, and I guarantee you will be. So I try to stay on top of it, and maybe next time I get it out. I got quite a few more ditches to do yet, and I try to get them done before we get it into crop if I can. I'll try to catch a video of it chewing. Well, good morning. It's Saturday morning here in beautiful downtown Dresden, and I just thought I would do a little quick video here on something that maybe not everybody's seen. And what we're going to do today is brush this ditch. And what I have is this attachment on the back of the backhoe, and I'm going to try to do this. I wish I had a place I could hook this thing. Anyway, I'm going to try to video and run this backhoe. It takes 2 hands to run the backhoe and 1 to run the camera. But anyway, I'm going to try to get a little footage here so you can see how we kind of try to keep these ditches kind of half decent. This one's kind of getting away from me on the north end, but anyway, we try to go over these ditches every 3 or 4 years just to keep the brush down, and then it's not that big of a job. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Now, I've been chewing some pretty big trees out of here, and where this thing really shines is where you've got something like these briar bushes here, and these are kind of like a wild, thorny bush of some kind, and it's almost impossible to get in there with the chainsaw and cut them, and this thing will just turn those things into toast. And I'll see if I can get this on the camera. Give up. I can't run this thing with one hand. Okay, I want to try to end this video. It's kind of a mismatch. I showed yesterday getting this ditch mower. We got it mounted here on the 7810, and I got a little footage of it yesterday. It does a pretty good job. And I was out yesterday with the backhoe chewing on brush in the ditches, and I tried to get some action video of this thing chewing up trees, but it does take 2 hands to run this thing. And this coat that I'm wearing's only got 2 sleeves, so you can imagine what I'm up against. Anyway, I'm just getting a little more water here. Getting a little more water so we can finish today. Anyway, before I signed off, I just wanted to thank everybody for viewing, first of all. And I got a job for everybody out there to do. If you've got some city cousins or anybody that's not maybe involved in agriculture, see if you can get them to view our videos. I think, if you think it's a good idea, I don't know. I try to show as many different things that's going on in agriculture, and it's not all green tractors and sitting running grain checks to the bank too. You know, there's a lot of crappy jobs in this job. Anyway, I hope everybody's keeping safe with this COVID, and I wanted to thank Cameron for putting all these videos together. I hand him a whole bunch of junk videos, and he goes through them and takes out the worst and makes them the best, I think. So if you could give us a subscribe. If you got a comment, send it in. I'm getting the comments now. Or you can send it to that web address, soybeanman@jacksonseedservice.com. And if you have a suggestion or something, give it to us. Like, I'm not shy, I'll do whatever. And I just hope that you're getting a little understanding of what's going on in agriculture. And anyway, we'll catch you again.